It feels a little strange when I'm not. Hi.
Hi! I'm gonna try and I don't even know where to put this. Or if I should just hold it up the whole time. Might be okay.
Like this?
You don't have a
Yeah,
mic.
like this. Pillow down!
I know, but I didn't know where to put it.
Hi! Hi guys! Happy
Hi.
Valentine's Day!
Almost.
I know, it's almost Valentine's Day. What are we wearing? What are we doing? This is so exciting. If you guys haven't been here before, welcome to On the Plus Side, where we demystify conversations. Oh no, wait, what is it? Oh my goodness. Where we demystify topics.
One conversation at a time.
Yes.
See, now I get it all the time, and
yes,
you keep messing it up.
It's switched.
Just
and
saying.
we are
This is very
I was gonna say we're gathered here today.
We're gathered here today.
We are accompanied today by the wonderful Matt. He is actually a photographer. I've posted about him before. Introduce yourself, Matt.
Hi. No. Sorry.
Also, my husband, in keeping with the theme of.
Oh yeah. He's also. I mean, that's extra, right?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like
Yeah.
We've been together forever.
That's not exciting.
It's not exciting anymore.
It's not exciting, Hannah.
No, it's not.
That's...
Ooh, does that work? Is this supposed to be green?
But I don't have a mic, so I'm gonna speak a little louder, I guess.
No. Here, put the mic on that side, and then you should be able to. Yeah, because that's what we did.
I moved it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a bit so inconvenient. To be so inconvenient for you guys. Are you guys excited? Whoa! Are we pumped?
Is that how we feel about Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Or that's how we feel about our tonight's episode.
That's how we feel about tonight's episode. We are gonna put it down.
We're gonna see.
Put it on ya.
The juicy details are that we might have.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because Hannah and I haven't talked about this or anything, so we have no idea.
I have no idea what's going to come out of Ashley's mouth, actually.
So crazy. Well, I will reveal all my secrets in due time. Matt, what are your secrets?
Oh.
We're sharing secrets?
He's like, I didn't sign up for that.
That was a secret.
Hey.
Was what I was doing.
No,
yeah, I don't know. What secrets should I do?
Do you have secrets?
All right, well, okay, then tell us how. Tell us something that you are passionate about. Tell us about your love of photography.
It's not a secret.
It's not a secret, but I mean, the viewers would like to know.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, can you be more specific? Like, what do you want to know?
What would you like to know?
What would you like to know?
I would like to know what guided you into photography. What was the?
Actually, that's a long.
That is
you want to ask?
All right,
fine. That might be like an entire episode.
That's like
Okay.
I can give you like the bullet points.
Well, okay. Well, just what about like 5 bullet points of what got you into boudoir?
That's loaded.
That's a.
Oh my goodness.
No, well, so I mean, I think. Gosh, I can't not like
divulge everything.
Yeah,
okay.
It's kind of like a hard, I mean,
okay, fair enough.
I think like I've been I've been taking pictures for a long time. I grew up in a household of artists.
Mm-hmm.
My mother's an illustrator. My stepfather was a designer. My father was a photographer. And I actually shied away from photography for a long time because he was a photographer and I didn't want to compete. I did theater for a very, very long time. Loved theater. I was an actor, director, writer. What I ultimately loved about the theater was actually stage pictures and creating drama on stage, right? Like that dynamic, form and line and shape. And when I stopped the theater, it was something that I always felt like I wanted to continue kind of, doing in some capacity. Taught theater for a while. and I loved all of that. But I started taking pictures of people, and I really enjoyed that, and I still love doing it. But I think eventually I kind of wanted to dive into something that was a little bit more dramatic,
Okay.
and something that was a little bit more personal. And so I think that that's kind of how I ended up finding Boudoir, or Boudoir found me. I
Hmm.
ended up um, going to a convention, and I started kind of discovering boudoir, and I was like, oh my god, this is exactly what I've been looking for, because of the how dynamic the images are, and because of how strong the emotional feeling was from the work.
Well, it kind of married everything that you loved,
Yeah,
right? Like
exactly.
it's like, yeah.
Yeah, where portraiture was wonderful, and there was something great about the costume and about putting like elements together. There was something that was missing in the in like kind of
The essence of it.
yeah, the essence of it, or like the design of it, right? Like
Hmm.
boudoir really allows for something that's a little bit more, again, vulnerable.
Hmm. Nice. Nice. I guess, vulnerability that does come with love too. It's like, but what about you guys? What are you guys doing tomorrow? Anything you guys what are the plans for tomorrow? We want to get to know you a little bit.
What are you doing tomorrow?
We're going to a conveyor belt sushi animated. It's like it's anime theme. So hopefully, that'll be really fun with the kids and
That
stuff like
sounds
that.
super
So
fun, actually.
we're gonna dress up and whatnot and have fun.
Well, is it holiday themed though, or is it just like
No,
they just happen to be
it's
doing this on Valentine's Day?
no,
not
it's just
Valentine's Day.
no, it's
related.
usually like anime themed, like it's
Okay.
supposed to be. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But it's not like
But it's not Valentine's
But
Day.
you guys made the reservation on Valentine's Day, obviously.
For Valentine, like I'm saying, like is it related to Valentine's
We didn't make
Day?
a reservation.
Oh no, you just
Jeremy, if you're on here, make a reservation. Is that? Do you have to do that on
I don't
Valentine's
know.
Day?
Valentine's Day is one of the. I mean, I was in the service industry for a while. There's a huge lull, and then Valentine's Day, like it's one of those
Like
nights.
most people.
Not to scare you, I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'm sure. Make Valentine's Day reservations, guys. Trick number 1. Step number 1.
Right.
All right.
Well, you're supposed to be telling your husband that again.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
You're your man.
He's fine.
Almost
He's fine. He's fine. He's on here. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
let's go into the stories. I want to know about the stories.
I know about the stories. Okay. Well, I'm trying to think of what I should start with. What do we have? Hold on.
Oh my goodness. I have like a mini story that a friend texted me about, and I was like, what? She's on a plane right now, so she was like, I can't. But
Okay.
she said one of her like biggest red flags that she missed was that one of her exes wouldn't let her sing along to her CDs in her own car.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Seriously?
She said, I'd be driving and sing along, and he'd smack the button to turn it off and go, sing or listen. I was like, wow. I mean, when you're in a relationship, I mean, again, I don't know any context of the relationship. She just sent me that. I was like, dang. And I didn't,
What?
Saint Regalia sounds real. I don't know if you're allowed to say.
It's just mean. It's mean. That's mean.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
That's just incredible. I was like, whoa. There's people who say like, oh, who's that song by? And then you'll be like, Frank Sinatra, and then they'll be like, well, let him sing it. You know what I mean? You've never heard that?
No.
You've never heard anyone say that joke before? It's
No.
all over.
No.
You're crazy.
I don't know. I guess nobody's said it to me, but I don't know. You heard
Dang.
people say that?
Nobody has said that. I don't. Yeah. No.
I feel like your daughter would say that to you, though.
My goodness.
Just say it.
Yeah, that sounds
Right? That rings true.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I was
Um,
like, wow, that's incredible. Incredible. Yeah. I mean, definitely if your partner is not letting you sing to your own music, I mean, I know obviously she meant like the audacity that it was in her car,
Right.
but I think even if it was in your partner's car or
Yeah.
any setting,
Yeah.
I think that's just like a no-go. Like that's
Yeah.
something you either tell your partner like I'm going to sing because I love to sing
Right.
and whatever, or I feel
Well,
like
let's just like back up to the letting you.
yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
that's true. It's like
that's-
there is no there you don't ask for permission.
Right.
I mean, if you guys are married and let's say you're gonna make a big purchase of like $1,000, I feel like you don't ask for permission, but you kind of like, hey, like let's talk about this. I feel like in that sense there's definitely some kind of, you have to have a little bit of a conversation. I mean, I know my husband would not be happy with me if I spent $1,000 on something
My husband
all
doesn't
witty
care.
nitty.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but I mean, I think that's two different ballparks, though, too, right?
Yeah.
That's a conversation
Right.
versus like, hey, I want to sing in my car,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know, or I want to sing.
No,
at
you're
all,
not allowed.
right? Like, I mean, that's a moment. Like, look, if you don't like the person that you're with singing, that should be an immediate like, hey, I
Yeah.
think this is a good time for us to
Call
Honey.
it quits. I mean, the only
Oh,
I feel like
come
the
on.
only time you
You
should
let
ask
me
for
sing.
permission is like the bedroom, right? It's
I
like,
let you
do you
sing.
want this? Is it okay if I do that?
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel like in a relationship, that's the only time you should be asking for permission.
It's not a non-negotiable, right?
No.
Like, I mean, it's
No.
it's got to be.
It's like I'm gonna sing, and that's
Right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that I don't know. That's incredible. I was like, wow. And
Yeah.
but again, it's like you get caught up in a relationship. It's like who knows how long that relationship lasted, what were like the goods about the pros or whatever in that relationship. It's like it's tough to say. It's like, oh, he's great. He only lets me not sing. It's like, is that a deal breaker? Like, like
you're right, because like how long did it take for her to figure that out too? Like how deep was she in that? You know what I
Sure.
mean? Like
yeah,
like you could be like, oh, everything's great, and 2 months later something happens and you're like, oh,
I mean, then you start seeing the red flags.
yeah.
yeah. That's another thing too. It's like how often, like, how do you even check that? Like, how do you know? How long is it? I mean, I feel like for some people it takes them a really long time to. Oh, I don't think I have here. I don't know how long it takes for people to even
Start to see red
flags, if ever. Maybe it's like the red flag person you.
Well, sometimes your friends will see red flags and point them out, even, and you're like, and you did not, and you're just in denial, and they're not. You don't see that they are.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you're just like, oh,
just keep
okay.
going.
But then that brings up another question too. Is it a red flag for you versus somebody else? Like your friend might see it as a red flag, and it's like it's not a deal breaker for me.
Well, right, but then there's like
True.
blatant things that are just like not okay.
No, yes, absolutely.
Right.
But yeah, no, for sure.
It's like what is it? It's like, what is a red flag?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I feel like a lot of people have like, oh, red flag, but it's like, what
I love your lips.
what even is? Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What even is a red flag?
I think you guys
like
should get a red flag. So whenever you guys are like,
We think of something,
anytime
we'll
that
raise
you
it.
see a red flag, you should just like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'll let you know something totally red flag, and if my mom watches this, then she'll definitely be like, "What? I didn't know that happened." I mean, God, to be honest, I've had so many red flags in so many of my relationships. It's not even funny.
So then you should just be leading this entire.
No,
podcast
because
tonight.
it's not about me.
Mhm.
So I'll throw in stories and whatever. So
Mhm.
one of my in one of my relationships, I was 16, he was 23. Huge red flag there, but that's not even the red flag.
I mean, yes.
Right? That's
Yeah.
well, that was a red flag, but that's not even like the red flag.
Mhm.
He was dating with he was dating me with my parents' permission too, which was crazy. I know, like they were like, "Oh, he's a good guy, whatever, blah blah." He was also my boss.
What?
Like,
Ashley,
just like
Wait, red flag.
red flag.
Keeps getting better and better.
And one time, like he would always tell me things like, "Oh, you need to stop being a child. You need to stop being so childish." And I'm like, I'm 16.
You're like, that's because I am a child.
Yeah, it's
and
like
you're not.
that's because I'm a kid.
Mhm.
And so anyway, one of the things that he didn't want me spending time with my best friend, and she was my best friend at the time. She had been my best friend for 5 years.
Oh wow.
And he tried to make me choose between him and her. And I was like, I'm choosing my friend.
Good for you.
And it's crazy because I was like, I think of myself, I'm like, man, a 16-year-old kid, you know, you can really see how 16-year-olds like fall in love and all that stuff. And he was older and you know, all the like romanticized things about dating someone who's older than you. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna trade my friend for you, you know. And then he'd be like, oh, you don't love me enough and all this stuff. And I'd be like, I guess I don't. Like, what do you want me to say? You know what I mean?
That
like,
you were able to say that though at 16. You know?
Yeah, we dated for over a year. We dated for a long time, him and I. Yeah. There's more red flags, but that's like the readiest red flag ever. Readiest red whatever. Yeah, but relationship, that if you want a red flag, that like everything that guy was, that's he should just been wearing a red flag
on his shirt
the whole time. Get a tattoo of a red flag. But anyway, I want to hear stories from you. No,
I'm sorry. I'm just still like I'm still a little bit like
shaken.
Well, no, even like I'm just thinking like what when my 10-year-old is 16 and if she came to me and was like, I want to date a 23-year-old, like I'm still hung up on that part as a parent, I feel.
Oh yeah, we eventually lived together and everything.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, it's such a good.
We are learning a lot about Ashley.
I told you it would be an episode of Secrets.
Well, okay. So what? What are you gonna say?
It's that New York life, okay? We're different.
We were from New York.
That was not something we did.
Oh, you didn't live.
Clearly. Clearly. I was robbing the cradle all over here.
What? How old is Matt's older than you?
He's only 2 years.
Oh gosh, you guys.
And we met in our 20s, so.
Oh yeah, completely
that
different.
Doesn't really count. Yeah. Okay. Well, so one of them was a cheating story.
Ooh.
And I could relate because it actually almost
look at his face, Matt.
Same thing happened. I didn't
Obviously
cheat on anybody.
not
It wasn't
you.
me.
I know you didn't.
We all cheat, Hannah. It's okay. We've all done it once or twice.
You have?
Let me see. Have I cheated? No. You know what? You know what it was? That person cheated on me first, and then I cheated on them. So it's like, does it really count? No, it negates it. Red flag. Same dude.
Should we be taking a tally?
Wow. He could just fill the entire episode.
He really could. He really could.
Clearly. Okay, so this is a friend of ours who like she was dating this guy who she was very much in love with, and they spent 2 years together, and like serious commitment. Like she has a kid. Like it was like, you know. I'm wondering if he's going to guess who this is as I'm telling the story.
I'm trying. I'm not going to say it out loud.
No
but I
guesses.
know this is the game.
I'm not saying names on this. I'm just giving stories. And so they had been, I think it was about 2 years that they had been dating for. And like I said, like it was, you know, it was very serious. And there was one night where I guess he called her. He was coming home from work, and usually they would be together, and stay together. And he was like, I'm really tired. She said he sounded very kind of like off, like something felt off to her. And she ended up looking or having access to his email somehow, and looking in his email, and there was a note from an ex of his basically saying like, don't you feel bad about what we did, and like, don't you feel bad for like your current person that like we did this last night, or we did this like the other night. And she wasn't specific. It was like not specific. Do you know who I'm talking about?
She sent it.
Wow,
That
okay.
person sent an email
To him.
How many years ago was this?
It was, we're old. It was a long time ago. It was when we were in our 20s.
So like 30 years ago?
Wow, Ashley.
Only 10, right?
Only 10. Only 30 years ago. So I need to kick you off this podcast.
Somewhere in between.
So, and you know, I mean, she obviously like was enraged and felt very betrayed and didn't really know what to do with it, but essentially cut him out of her life. Like she was like,
really cold turkey?
Well, she gave him I guess she said to him like, you need to leave. Like she came home. She was like, you need to leave. It was her house. He was there. And then I guess like he left and he was calling her. I'm trying to remember because we had this conversation. He was calling her and he was trying to get in contact with her, but not to apologize, rather to say, how did you find out?
What?
Yeah. And so once that happened, she was like, done.
Red flag.
Right.
My heart just drops. Like I understand the impetus to want to look at somebody's email or phone, but like just just finding that, it's like a horror movie. I don't know. Feels really
well, and she said she
awful.
felt that like it was like just this devastating, like total betrayal. And I actually felt that because the same exact thing happened to me in a relationship, not the one before you, but the one before that.
I don't even know who
You
that
read
is.
read an email?
Oh, right, yes.
Where I don't even know if you know, I was in a relationship with a woman for we were together for like 5 years, I want to say. I've told you this. Maybe I thought maybe you remember.
Sure,
anyway, we met in high school.
Okay.
And I was never like, I wasn't sure, like I wouldn't say like I felt I was straight or I was gay or like I ever feel like I'm one way or the other. But we just connected. And
Matt's like, what?
No, like I mean, you know,
I'm learning secrets about you
fluid.
today.
Sexuality's fluid, right?
Yeah.
Like it's constantly changing, and
Yeah.
and it doesn't necessarily have to be one thing or the other for
Yeah.
everybody, right? We all have our own,
But I fell in love with her. I fell in love with the person. Didn't matter her gender. So anyway, I was very much in love with this person for a long time. But, and our relationship wasn't great at that time necessarily, but it didn't matter because we were still together. And I found an email from her ex-girlfriend basically saying like, hey, oh my God, I miss you. When are you coming back? She lived in Philadelphia and I lived in New York City. And she was like, when are you coming back to Philly? Like, I can't wait to hold you again. Like, I miss you so much. Like, it was like really detailed and like went into, it was a lot. And it was horrible.
I feel like that's even worse.
Well,
like a
because
detail.
Yeah. It was horrible. So I very much related to this story, obviously. So I was like, oh yeah, wait.
And then you broke up with that person?
Do you know that, like, maybe I blocked it out of my memory? I feel like I just don't remember things anymore. But yes, I mean, we broke up. I just don't remember exactly how.
What happened
like,
after?
Yeah, like the timeline and like how we broke up and all of those things. But yes, we did break up, obviously.
Does she still live in
clearly we
Philly?
broke
Did
up.
she move to Philly to be with her
I have
love?
no idea where she is or what she's doing.
I know exactly where the red flag man lives.
You do.
The proof is always in the email.
Ooh.
Oh! Okay, here for the snacks. I love that. Here for the snacks. I mean, come on. That is a great like line. Okay. So, dang, emails. Is that where we gotta check? Don't be checking emails though. I mean, I don't encourage this. I don't encourage going and snooping because I don't know. I feel like sometimes you make it happen, right? Like you manifest it, like you're checking, like you're like I don't know.
I have your email on my phone now.
Well, I guess because
email on your phone for a very long
I guess
time.
okay. I guess because maybe like what do you remember what you were doing looking in the email? Were you like snooping, or was it just like something that came across? Like what?
No, I feel like it was just like we were had each other's information, like, you know, passwords and stuff like that. Like I feel like it was just like
coincidence,
a mess up on her part where she like didn't think. Do you know what I mean? Because I wasn't snooping. Like I wasn't like
maybe she did it,
or maybe she did it on purpose. Yeah, exactly. Maybe she like didn't. She wanted me to catch her.
Yeah,
you know, she didn't know how to
end the relationship.
Right.
Dang.
So, what?
I mean, I have a story of betrayal.
Betrayal.
Pre-email.
Pre-email? What the heck is pre-email?
Is this about you?
Yeah.
Holy
Do I know
crap.
this?
I don't know if you know this.
What?
Story. Yeah.
All right. See?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna whatever. My high school girlfriend and I, we were dating for a while. It's hazy. I don't remember the exacts, but we had been dating for a few months, and she was talking to this guy who lived in like some state out west, south. And I don't know how they knew each other, but they would like talk on the phone like all the time. And I was like, oh, hey, what's this about? No, he's just a friend, and so forth, blah, blah, blah.
You say he's just a friend.
Yeah. And, look, I want to trust, and I want to, that's who I am. And the guy came to visit and stayed over at her place, and they were just friends. And then I found out several months later that
they were not
just friends. And I stayed with her.
First of all, how did you find that out?
I did not. I don't think you told me this.
To be honest with you, I don't remember. I don't remember. I think it was I don't remember if it happened. Like, I feel like it was a couple of months later.
Okay.
It might have been a couple of days later because, I just had that feeling, right? Like, it was just like, this guy's staying, like, I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
Guy's staying over at your house. We're 15, 16 years old. I mean, that's not, right? Like, yeah. And, I mean, hey, look, it could have just been friends, but I pushed.
And then she
and
told
it finally
maybe.
Either came out, or I think maybe we had gotten into a fight or something, and it came out, and it was devastating.
But you stayed with her.
Well, I think I was in a really difficult position, right? Like, as a teenager, in the situation that I was in a really toxic household.
Okay.
With my stepfather.
Okay.
And so I needed to get away, and my
I know who
girlfriend's
this
house
is, then, obviously.
was a sanctuary. It was kind of the place that I could be me, and it was a safe haven for me. So, giving that up was not something I could do easily. You know what I mean?
No, it's understandable.
So, if nothing else, I stayed with her for survival. But also because I think there's I want people to be good, and I want people to, you know,
Wanted to give her another chance.
yeah, exactly. And we had some good times after that, but I don't. I think that was really should have been the end.
Yeah.
And I probably, in hindsight, right, like, and as I've now matured and I'm much older, 50 years older.
Not 50 years
no,
older.
no. But I think it probably would have behooved me to have moved on sooner rather than later.
So
for both of our parts.
I mean, you say it didn't really harm you to stay with her.
Oh, it did.
It did?
Oh, of course.
Oh,
I mean,
the way you're saying it didn't.
No, it's nuanced. You know what I mean? Like, because, like, again, I think there was a fear of losing that safe space, right? And it wasn't so much about her; it was more about the space, right?
Okay.
And by breaking up with her, I would have
you would have lost
that. And I would have not been on the street. Like, it wasn't that toxic. It wasn't that terrible, but it was definitely, I didn't want to be home, a lot. So, and that was a place that I could be, and I could be myself, right? Her mom kind of created a safe space for a lot of us. So,
right, but you were disrespecting yourself by staying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it's like a.
Did they continue to kind of like see each other, or
no?
no?
He lived far away. I think after that she stopped talking to him altogether. But there was a lot of other stuff that she had, going on for her as well, right? Like, there was a lot of other issues that I have, I don't know enough about to talk about.
Yeah.
So, and not to excuse it or not to give her an excuse for what she did, but there was other stuff at play.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, if I cheat on you, you can understand why, and you would stay with me anyway.
He said at 16, Hannah.
Oh, that's right. You've matured, so I can't.
He's matured now.
Okay. I'm just checking.
You could just have an open relationship.
I was just
right?
checking.
I mean,
Guys, the chat.
What's the fun in that?
It's all about.
What do you mean? What's the fun in an open relationship?
No, I mean, like, the cheating is more intriguing
Is
and
it?
exciting.
Honey, come on.
Cheating is more intriguing.
I'm joking, guys. No.
Is the
I'm
mic
the one
on?
who's like, I never cheated. You did, so. Not you.
He cheated?
You.
Oh. That was barely even a cheat.
Yeah, but there was already a thing.
Oh, right, there was a cheat.
And
then there was a cheat on top of the cheat.
Yeah,
cheat
exactly.
outdoes a cheat.
This is just, two lefts make a right, right?
Oh my god. That was one story. I have others. I have an interesting. Well, speaking of so open relationships, though, I have a story of an open relationship.
Do you?
I do. Not hers, but so I guess it's a friend who is single, obviously, and recently got involved with a married man who was in an open relationship with his wife.
Confirmed,
yes. And
that's a whole other level of messed up. But I'm
what
sorry,
that?
What do you mean?
Confirmed. Well, no, I'm saying, like,
You mean
well,
if
not
it's not
confirmed,
like,
it's
a little,
infidelity.
That's what
Well, like,
I mean. It's
if it's no, I feel like confirmed makes it even messier because
there's communication.
No, there's communication.
No, that's what I'm saying. Communication, I feel like, opens up a whole, like, because at least in like, I feel like, okay, if you're having an infidelity or whatever, I feel like you can kind of make stuff up in your mind, like, oh, eventually this person is going to be mine, all to myself. You can kind of, like, make up a story, like, oh, that person is a bad person or whatever. But, like, in an open relationship if you're in a relationship with this whole whole couple and the
You mean the fact that she knew that it was that this man had a wife and that
and they were open and like all this stuff. It's like that has, I mean, either that has to be a very strong marriage, or I feel like a weak one. You know, it's like I feel like there's an
I think
either
it has
or.
to be really strong.
It has
If
to be
there's
really
that,
strong,
if
yeah.
that, if it's a confirmed, right? Like if everybody is knowing what's going on
and to successfully do
yeah,
it.
to successfully do it. Obviously, there needs to be like super comfort, right? And there needs to be like
Trust.
super trust, and like a level of communication that is almost like I'm telling you almost every thought that's coming out of my mind, right? Like, you know, I don't think that stuff works without that. And again, that's just my thought. I don't know. I don't think I know anybody in any open relationship, so I can't
I don't
really
personally
say.
either.
But
Do
that would be
you?
my.
Oh, you do?
Well, so it's people who are older, right? They're all in like their 60s, 70s, whatever. And it's more like it's a couple of my grandmother's friends, and they've all gone to this point where it's like they don't want to divorce their husbands, but they also don't really want to like be in a relationship with their husband. So it's like one couple in particular, they are like the best of friends. They do everything together. They travel together. They have, like she makes him still breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like they have everything together. They come to see their kids in the States together. But I don't know if she has anyone. My grandmother has never told me about her having anyone, but she knows that it's like they sleep in separate bedrooms, and he has his like girlfriend on the side, but that they're still together. Like they're still, for the sake of like everyone, they're still a marriage. But like inside their marriage, like she knows he has his side pieces, and she doesn't care because she's like, well, I'm not sleeping with you, so I don't care. You know,
see,
it's
that's
like
different. Because I feel like what I'm talking, I don't know, I think what you're talking about also is like
I
having.
but it isn't different at the same time, but it is different. I know what you're saying is different, but it is still technically an open relationship, but it is for a different set of reasons,
right?
Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, but I guess there are different.
Well, there are different reasons,
right? But
is that any longer a romantic relationship because they're not being intimate?
But
she doesn't want to.
But they're still, intimate in a friend. Like, I mean,
but they're friends, hon.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
like that's not really a romantic relationship where you're having an open.
No, you're right. That's a open relationship.
We're friends.
And we're staying married because
for the sake of the family.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah. You're right. That is different.
You know, because I feel like it's a whole other thing where like if you're very involved intimately with your partner and also very involved intimately with another person, and that partner is also involved very intimately.
How do you have the time though? That's
we do not have an open relationship. That's not what she's saying.
I'm just saying,
just
like,
pointing to me to illustrate the.
Sorry, no.
How do you have all that time to have multiple relationships?
How do you
multiple
energies?
Multiple partners. Like, chat. Like, help me out here, because I'm like, I already have such a not that it's hard, but it's like one of the things. Oh, major sin, time, energy, love. How do they have enough? Exactly.
That's exactly.
Like, honestly, I can't. I personally sometimes I'm like, God, I really have to care about your feelings in a relationship, like, because I've always been very. No, my husband knows what I mean, because it's like it's so exhausting. It's like exhausting, like not having to care about their feelings, the people in their life, all that jazz. And now you're adding another person to it.
Lot.
You're like,
that's a lot.
How involved or how uninvolved are you with the other relationship?
Right.
Is it just like, oh, you and I are just having sex, or is it like you and I are
dating, and I have to
dating
do things
and
for you?
family events? Like, how do you do all that?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't have the time to even do that. I mean, I do have the time, but it's like I can't find I don't think I would have the time to do that with other people.
So in this case, I don't. So this particular like that was not. It was more like the marriage was the marriage, and that was that. You know, they're involved with their family,
unit.
and that's their family unit. And then he had his, like you said, like
Side
pieces, and she did too. But I don't think that like so. This person who was talking to me about that, and that was part of what was happening for her, was she was feeling she was starting to, you know, get a little bit too
attached,
and she knew that that was not what this was about for him, right? So that's different. But like then when you talk about something like polygamy, right, where it is like everybody is, and then you do have like family here and family here, you know,
Yeah.
that's
Well, sure, but you could also, I mean, feasibly be in an open relationship, and you know, you are feasibly like dating somebody else, right? Like, and that can become, you know, like unless it is just
See, but
going
I
out
don't-
to you
yeah.
know sleep around.
But
I you know, I don't know.
And
I
then-
hear you, honey, but I just don't think. I feel like the more I'm like I don't really know people, but I would think that it would be more about the sexual relationship and not.
I don't know because I mean, like we have a friend, right? Sorry, Ashley, I don't want to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. You're
We
good.
have
I'm
a
just
friend,
like,
right, who was seeing somebody, right, outside of her marriage, and right, her partner knew that she was seeing that other person, right?
Yeah.
And she was going out with them, going right, dancing, going and doing stuff with them, right? But I guess it also was partially because there was something that was missing
From their relationship.
from their relationship,
And that's different too.
Yeah, so I mean, again, it's all like we keep talking about it as if it's this one.
No, it's not.
thing.
It's not. But that's the
it's
point.
it's
Yeah.
very fluid. It's like there's so many different reasons why you might have an open relationship,
Or so many ways to do it.
or so many ways to do it. You know, it's like I guess it really depends on the couple.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, then let's say that person, like for me personally, it's like if I were to say, okay, babe, you go, you can sleep with other people and I can sleep with other people, I would at least want it to just be like one person and that other person does not get to sleep with other people, because I would be so scared of catching something.
I mean, that's
And
another whole. Like,
That's all
yeah.
I
I was
know.
gonna say that.
But it's like Major sin, power to them. I'm jealous. What's mine is mine. Yeah, I mean, that
Well,
too.
And
Like,
that's, I think, the biggest. That's the biggest
That's the hardest piece, right?
part, right?
Yeah.
Like, is if you can get over that jealousy piece, and I don't know that I would be able to. But I think that's the thing that holds most people back,
Mhm.
right? I don't know.
See, I knew someone very close to me. They were in a relationship. They had 2 kids together, and he liked to watch her being pleasured.
Mhm.
And so they let in another person into their relationship,
Yeah.
and then that other relationship started happening on the side.
You see, but
See,
that's
that's the
again
thing.
So it's like, I'm
that's
like,
all about
that's crazy.
boundaries and communication.
And I think at that point,
Yeah.
he felt betrayed because now it was only about them 2, not about the 3 of them.
Of course.
So I'm like, oh goodness.
But that's
See, I
the
was like,
risk.
that's just like, exactly.
That's the risk.
But I'm like, you see, this is crazy. It's like you have the 2 of you. It's like in a marriage, 2 kids. You know, you think it's a solid foundation, and then
you
you're
let
like,
that in.
it's like, oh geez, I don't know, like that. I feel like that's also a fear, right? It's like, are you going to find someone who's better for you then? Because once you enter into a relationship and you're like, oh yeah, this relationship is good enough for me, it's like good enough to eat the Cookie Monster. And then he like you go into the relationship and you're like, hey, this relationship is all good,
Right.
whatever, and it's like, do you go into the open relationship thinking like, oh well, I just want more, this or more that, like.
But again, that's like if that was meant to be purely a sexual thing, and then it turned into more. That's the issue.
Yeah, I guess it's like it's all about the conquest. Like I was watching a show last night with my husband, and the guy's talking about how he's like, oh, the next piece of whatever that I fly in and all this stuff, and I was like, really, like, it's like why? It's like, are they not? I guess they're not all the same. Like it's just like like. It doesn't, to me. I'm like, okay, what are you gonna get in another one that you couldn't find in the first one? It's like you got to keep, do they all taste different or whatever? Like what is the you know what I mean? Like I was just like, I guess it's like and then I guess it's like it is all about the conquest, but I'm like, well, if you're paying for it, then how is that really a conquest? I'm like, that's just crazy. This one eats pineapple more. So funny.
I mean, overall, it is a fundamental problem with our society in a lot of ways, right? Like, I mean, it's something that I think a lot of men or a lot of boys, right, kind of grow up or have grown up in the past. I can't say now, right? But I think right there is that capitalist mentality. There is that you have to have so many, what I mean?
More,
Like
more,
there's a
more.
lot, yeah, right. And especially from the male perspective, because, we in our society have been taught like this, like evolution brought us this way. Men are supposed to do this, women are supposed to do that, right? Like this kind of like weird, like system of how a man should be, right? And one of the things a man should do is sleep around, right?
Spread your seed.
And
Okay,
that's
spread
not,
your seed.
well, that's
Ooh.
exactly the
Yeah,
case,
but
right?
that's
That's what we were
evolutionarily,
built
like,
for,
right.
evolutionary, and that's not true, right? Like because evolution isn't a thinking, power, right? It's not like evolution was like, we're going to do this so that this happens, right? It might have been the case. It might, there might be evidence of it. I don't know. I'm not, I'm not studying evolution.
Yeah.
But I will say that, like I remember for me growing up, I was always very much about like I wanted to be in love, right? And I wanted that, one person that I could be with, right? No. But then, as I got older, right, like that was not, that was frowned upon to some degree, right? Like I was called names for that, or not, maybe not directly, right? But like there was definitely, I had to put on a little bit of a facade, right? Like to, that I was more of a man.
Macho, yeah.
Which I'm not.
No, you did theater.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm sorry. If you do theater, you are a macho. It's just for the lows.
Right, like I mean,
I'm gonna cry.
So like it's hard, right? Because I don't think that there's, again, it's all fluid, right?
Yeah.
For us to sit here and be like, men should be like this.
Macho enough to admit your feelings live. That's a hell of a guy.
That's so sweet.
Thank you, Major Sin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and also in with the taking of like the evolution and blah blah blah, it's like you're kind of told like the man has more sexual appetite than the woman, and in many cases, like personally, I've had more sexual appetite than my my partners, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm like, I thought you guys are supposed to be dudes and want it all the time, and it's like, no, they don't.
Well, so this is interesting. I was actually because I've been listening to these history podcasts from this historian who I really like. His name is Roy. I can't remember his last name, but anyway, he was talking about how history, as we think we know it, is mostly ruled by men, but that's not true. That before Western, like modern Western culture that we study, women were ruling a lot more. Women were doing a lot more than
Mm.
we actually have uh, in current years.
Yeah.
Talked about, right? And that some cultures that we really idolize and were the basis for our Western culture actually hated women, right?
Mm.
And that's why we have a lot of things that are more male dominant and um,
I mean, that's that. I feel like that's a whole episode, but it's like I will leave you with just the fact that like, how come in history it's like you have all those ancient Egyptians and it's like they're all wearing wigs and all trying to be feminine
but Egypt's one of them where we don't talk about it. There were so many female rulers
leaders. Yeah.
that we don't talk about it. Not just Cleopatra. She was one of, like, there were actually several. There was a whole line of Cleopatras actually, and there were other female um, queens as well. And even when there were kings, the queen was actually ruling right there with them. It's really
Mm.
fascinating
Mm.
stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's chat. You guys let us know, but I feel like that's a whole other episode that it's like.
Sorry.
No.
David.
That's what happens when you're live. There's no script. You can kind of like
So then I'm
divulge
not
into other
sorry.
things.
Yeah, don't
Don't be.
apologize.
Don't apologize, girlfriend.
Don't apologize.
All right, next story of
Peter, dude.
love.
Did
I
we
want
even
to.
finish this last?
I don't know.
I don't know. Did we?
I don't know. I guess we can watch
who,
we can watch the rerun.
who-
Wait, what was it?
It was
I
the.
don't know. I
well,
don't remember
she,
what
you
I
were
even
saying
said.
that
I
she
don't
got
think there
too
was like
attached.
a.
Oh, there wasn't.
Oh yeah, the lady that got too attached or
Oh,
whatever. Did they break up?
Yeah, they did. They ended up breaking up. But she was just saying like it was so fun and it was such a whirlwind and she had the best time, except that she started to feel the feelings, and then that sort of.
I wonder what made it the best. Like because he was a married man who already knew like what to do with ladies. Was he respectful, sweet?
Also, the just having that like the excitement of not being the person at home, maybe, right? Like being that second.
You guys are both excited about this topic. You're like, oh, it's so.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewind it.
She's like, hold on.
There's
Maybe
some
there's
proof
something
right
you
there.
guys don't know. No, I don't know. I don't think that there was much more to that. It's just which led to our whole conversation about open relationships, which is it is an interesting topic because it's like how
that could be a whole other.
that could be
Open relationships.
Mhm.
Ooh, but we'd have to make
I don't know anybody.
we would have to do way more research on that.
Yes.
Way
would,
more research.
Or have somebody
come on.
who does
That's
know some
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
it's time to open the Tinder profile.
Oh,
Open relationships.
That's not the kind of research we're talking about.
no, actually.
I think Jeremy's gonna call me and be like, "Excuse me,
Seriously. What's going on tonight?
babe. We need to open up the We need to open
Open
up the marriage for research."
For the
It's for the podcast, babe.
For the podcast.
You have to understand.
Gosh. Is that him?
Yeah,
No.
he's not amused.
No.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
You guys can open your marriage too.
what?
We're okay.
You sure?
Hey, you guys have been together way longer.
We
It's
have.
time. It's time.
have.
Yeah, but like we said before, who
We're
has the
ancient. We're
time for any
ancients,
of that?
remember?
Oh, who has the time?
Right, and the energy. I'm
Major
tired.
Sin is also not impressed. Major Sin, maybe you could be in an open relationship and then
Yes.
come on the podcast and then let us
And then
know how it goes.
talk about your open relationship. Yeah, I'm like, I really don't know anybody.
Well, you know that one person, clearly. Well, I guess they weren't.
Well,
in
they
that
weren't.
relationship.
They were
yeah, and
dating.
it's not right. It's not coming from them.
Yeah,
It's,
so it's a different perspective.
It's a different perspective.
Nope, it's not for me. They can open their way out of my life. Ooh.
Ooh, ouch. All right, wait. So we had one on Facebook that was kind of. I'm looking it up now. Old.
A good one.
Yeah, it was like they're just like little snippets. But if you have something in the meantime, you can tell them. I'm looking for. where
I
it
don't
is.
know. I mean, I have more stories about my red flag guy. The one red flag. Oh,
Wait, hold on.
I
are we
mean, I know
counting?
you
There's
have
like
a story
6
that-
red flags.
But I don't know if you
I
want
don't
to share
know,
that
it's-
story. I don't know if
it's-
you want to share that story.
which one? Oh, we can talk about the another red flag guy. Okay,
I mean,
so
that was pretty. If it's the one I'm thinking
there was another red flag guy who wanted me to. I mean, this is a little TMI, but he wanted me to get a like. You know how like the vagina has lips, right? He wanted
know?
me to get.
I have no idea.
He wanted me to get a reconstructive surgery, so that way there would be like no outside lips, and I was like, what?
That's what I
Yeah.
think.
Wait, hold on.
Red flag, red flag.
That's like
Yeah.
12 red flags.
And then it's like, but even before we had started dating, he was like, what? What did the Terrifier? Yeah. Yeah, that's like me dating someone and being like, well, can you get like, you know, an inflator or something? Like, how do you tell someone
Oh my
to
God.
get reconstructive
Well, I'm
surgery
sorry,
down
not
there?
just down there, but like, I mean, it's almost like being like, hey, yeah, I really like you, but could you get a little, you know, off the like here, or like change this, or I mean, it's like changing who you are. That's
Well,
it's not a,
yeah, I was
you know,
like, whoa,
it might
that
be intimate, but it's still a piece of you.
is
Right.
crazy. And then before we had even started dating, he's like, oh, it sounds like an asshole. I was like, you can swear. I was like,
think you have to this
he
time.
had said, I've never dated someone plus size. So I was like, or no, he said, I've never dated someone like you,
Yeah.
your size. And I was like,
How do you
okay.
respond? Like, I don't even know how
I didn't even know how to respond. I was like,
You
okay.
guys really should have gotten red flags for this.
Red
I
flag.
know.
Red flag. Here, this is our
Yeah,
red
red
flag.
flag.
This is
Yeah.
our red
You
flag.
have to give it to Matt.
Yeah, here,
The
Ra- he's
I'll
gonna
be the
raise
red
it.
flag.
He'll be
The
red
lips,
flag guy.
the red flag. We need like a whole referee.
Mhm.
Niner.
whistle?
No,
Yeah.
what do you make the calls? Red flag. You know the football, like when they call it red flag, and then they're looking at the screen and they're like,
No.
We don't watch.
"Oh my god, I don't even watch
I mean,
football." But it's
actually,
like
I,
you know.
I told you a little earlier. Theater.
theater. Oh my god,
But
what do
that's
you
all
do in
you
theater?
say.
How do you say red flag in theater?
I don't know.
I guess everything is hunky dory with you guys, huh?
I mean,
No.
no, but like,
Wow, you really said that like.
no.
No.
No. And to be fair, I have watched
The
football. in
The
past. I do know
challenge
what it is.
flag, red car
I
in
have not.
soccer. Ooh, a
Yeah.
little red car would have been cool too.
Ah.
We couldn't even call each other out. Like,
Oh.
Hannah, that was a red
Red
flag.
flag.
Yes, but we need them.
All right, you
The
invest.
lips don't really
Oh
work.
my god, you guys should get a bunch of flags, a red flag, and then get like different flags that have different meanings.
For what?
I don't know, because like if Ashley says something that you guys want to like talk about next episode, you could go,
Ooh.
Next
Right.
episode.
Next episode.
or like
Next- next
TM,
episode flag
TMI
on the flag.
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah.
TMI
The
flag.
Oh my
TMI.
God.
Ooh, what color would that be? I don't
I don't
know.
know.
But
Green.
yeah. Green?
No, aqua.
Aqua?
Aqua.
No, or a
That
little,
just popped in my
or like
head.
a little lavender flag. That's my
Lavender.
favorite
What would
color.
lavender be though?
TMI.
Oh, that would be TMI.
TMI.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
that. I mean, when you told me that, my jaw was on the floor. Like,
Yeah,
I cannot even.
I've had so many other people. So there was one who had like, well, I don't know. This is divulging more information, but like one who complained that it was me that my butt was too big, and that's why I couldn't feel it. And I was like, and then he's like, oh no, I give it really good to skinny girls all the time, and I was like,
Where are you finding these people? Like, what?
Ashley.
like someone said cheap viewer stream. Oh, I have no idea what that means. Okay, maybe some rando, but yeah, It's just
I
it
don't know.
was yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not gonna pay attention to
Yeah, it's just some random bot, I guess.
it. Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean,
That's
there's
crazy.
I was like, what? And it never had never again. I was like, all right, we're done. Yeah, totally. I was like, all right, we're.
I'm glad that you didn't.
I like
Continue that.
I packed up my crap and left him in the hotel room too. I was like, I'm leaving.
Bye.
Because I was like, all right, this is over.
How old were you when this happened, though? Like, what?
I
What?
don't know. Yes. How old were you when this happened?
Well, no, I'm just thinking like if you were younger.
No, I mean,
It's
I
even
was
more,
like
I would cry. I feel.
20,
I would
maybe
cry
24.
when I was older.
I don't know if I would cry right now more than I would
No?
just be like, "Fuck you." Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No,
I
no,
feel like
fair.
if I were, yeah,
I mean, that's the thing that he was that's the thing that he was like telling himself. I was like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
If you want to,
Yeah.
if you want to tell yourself that that's why you're,
Right.
bad in bed,
Yeah.
then
right, exactly. Not
so
my
be it.
problem. Not my
Yeah.
problem.
So
Yeah, I hear you.
Right. I mean, the confidence.
I mean, you've
Yeah.
never had to hear anything like that because you're the dude.
I mean, women could probably be mean and say things like that too,
Yeah.
though.
I mean, women could make
Right.
awful comments.
I mean, have women ever made awful comments, chat, to you guys? I know there's a couple of men here in the chat.
I'm sure there are many women who have been very awful. Maybe not to Matt.
I don't know. I mean, I've always been nice. I never say anything mean. I feel like I'm a good person. I'm not like. Let's make it work.
God.
I don't know.
Like I can't. The lips. It's the lips for me. Like what? Sorry. What?
No, I was gonna say though that actually people fight really dirty. Women can fight dirty just like men can. I don't know. Right, like this wasn't a fight. This guy was just being
A douche.
Right, and which is a bigger red flag. But even fighting dirty like that is a red flag. You know what I mean?
But you know what the crazy part of it? It's like it seemed like when he said it, it felt very genuine. Like he believed it in his mind. Like
but maybe he did though. Maybe he convinced himself.
Like he really said, like, no, your butt's too big.
Yeah.
Like I can't reach or whatever.
No, I think that he probably had to, because otherwise he would feel badly about himself or whatever.
Yeah, I guess so.
He probably had to convince himself.
I hope he never watches this episode.
Well,
do you really? I hope he does, because then he won't feel horrible.
No, I feel like that's just mean.
No.
He's gonna be like, you're talking about me on the internet?
Well, you didn't give his name or address.
His name is
Also, like,
his address is.
he was really mean to you, so he kind of deserves you to talk about him on the internet.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he really felt mean. Like I'm telling you, he wasn't really trying to be mean. Like it didn't really
feel like
come
this was
across.
just a major insecurity.
Sure.
Yeah, it was just like.
But he could have held. Didn't anybody when he was younger ever say to him, "If you don't have something
Right,
nice
that's
to
what I'm
say, don't
saying.
say
Like,
anything
why
at
would
all?"
you?
I
guess.
I don't know.
Like that's a moment where you go, "We had a really great time. Thanks, Ashley." And then the next day, hey,
Just
look,
don't call her.
don't
Don't
ghost.
Don't.
her after
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's
I
terrible.
don't mean like that, but I mean like just don't. You don't have to go out with
No,
this person
yeah, you
again.
can call up and be
Yeah,
like,
and
hey,
be like,
that was
hey,
fun.
we didn't have chemistry. I don't
Right.
think this is
Yeah.
gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even just be like, hey, I'm at a place in my life or whatever. I don't know how people break up with people. So. I've been with my wife for 20 some odd years.
20.
It's like I don't even know.
Too many
It's
open
a lot.
relationship. Time to open the
No,
door.
it's-
not too many.
No, but it's a lot.
It is
I
a
can't
lot.
even imagine like dating.
Dating
what
now?
like what is
Oh
that?
my god, oh.
Right?
Yeah.
So
It was easy for us.
But that's not to say that you guys don't have to still put in the work into your relationship.
That's different, though.
That's for sure. But I mean, the two of us, the two of us like neither of us got in. We started seeing each other with no expectation that we were going to continue seeing each other. It just was so easy, and we had just the best time together. And it was like, yeah,
This is cool.
yeah.
This is good.
And then it just was
for
like
now.
one day after
This is
another.
where pop out
after
a
another.
kid.
Well, I mean, I think by that
That was
time,
a couple years
it
later.
was a couple of years later. But there was at one point that we
Almost 10 years that
Yeah.
actually
Sure.
we did not have our first child. We were 10 years together.
What? Dang.
Yeah.
Look, St. Regalia said it's probably mostly online now, and then Majorson said it's mostly 3 sentences and then ghost. Then a new 3 sentences and then a new ghost.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Online dating. I mean,
Well, that is like the thing. It was becoming a thing though. When we, well,
When
what
you
was
guys
it? What
were-
was there when
But
we?
we never. Did you ever go on any of those?
I did.
Oh, you did.
Not many.
I didn't.
Maybe like
Yeah, but like Match was out.
yeah, Match.com.
What was the other one? But there were a few others.
Oh,
a few other.
God, we're really
online-
showing our age now. I don't know what else there was, but I did do Match.
you tried
did.
Match.
I
I mean, I
did.
know a few successful people online. I dated. Oh my goodness. So Jeremy is we found each other on on Hinge, or like he found me. I guess he responded to one of my pictures, and he wrote, "Sometimes I like to paint myself green, jump in a pool, and float." Well, you did not say float. You said pretend you're a watermelon. And I was like, this has got to be a bot. Like, I was like, this is not a real
Like, that's
person.
the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Yes,
This
like
can't be real.
so stupid. I was like, this cannot be real. This doesn't make any sense. And so I was like, why a watermelon?
Why
and
green?
No, I said why a watermelon? And when I tell you, like, I had gone onto Hinge and it said that you had 2 matches, and I was like, I'm gonna like take this off because my father had just passed away. And I had just come back a week after him passing. I had come from Florida. It was not a very good week at all. And I was going to delete my profile. And so I messaged this person back because I was like, well, screw it, like, whatever. And he immediately responds and he's like, why not? And so I start talking to this person and I'm like, is this an actual person? And I was like, what are you doing right now? And when I tell you, this man said, I'm eating my sandwich, I was like, wow, I'm in love. Sandwich? How many people say sandwich? I was like, I love this guy. And then we started talking about food, and he says, I love sushi. And I was like,
I love you,
I need to meet you. I was like, oh my God. Like, and then we literally did not stop talking. We talked every single day since we matched or whatever, since we started talking. And then he went on a trip like 3 weeks later or whatever. We hung out for like a whole week together. And then he went on a trip. And I honestly did not expect this guy to message me, and like he went to Maine or something like that. He went to Maine and he messaged me the whole time, like as much as he could, because I guess there was really not there wasn't really good internet there or whatever. They were like up in the mountains. And he messaged me the whole time. And the whole time I was home, I was like, he's doing it. He's doing it with other people. He's there with strippers. He's there alone. Like I was so like, he's there with a whole bunch of dudes. I'm like, what else could they be doing? Getting twisted and like all kinds of stuff. Like we were dating, but he wasn't my boyfriend or anything. So he came to my house. He came over, and I immediately asked him. I was like, I had given him a picture and I wrote down on the one of those why can't I think of it? A Polaroid. I gave him a Polaroid, and on it was like, "Will you be my boyfriend?" Question mark. And I was
Aw.
like, "Yes or no," and he wrote yes.
That's really cute.
And I was like, "You have to be my boyfriend." I was like, "You got to be mine." And then later on, we used to fight all the time because I was like, I want to. Well, I used to fight that I was like, I want to ask you to marry me, and he's like, no, you already got to ask me.
Right,
Will I be your
get
boyfriend?
this.
I have to ask you. So I was like, 5 years
Give him
later,
that.
it took him forever. Wait,
Well,
someone
5
said
years is not so bad.
I met my husband on Facebook dating, so 10 out of 10 I recommend. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. I think Facebook dating is pretty cool. I've been on it, but I've actually never went on a date with anyone through Facebook dating. But I think it's, or maybe I did. I don't remember. I did so much. I listen. I was a widow at 22. I had to do a lot of dating.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, we're so old. Was Facebook even around when we
Yes, it was around.
was? Oh, right, college.
Yes, it was around. But MySpace was probably still around too when we
Oh
first
my God,
started dating.
MySpace.
look, Majorson, how easy was it, and how many red flags did you get along the way? Majorson, what do you mean red flags for my partner, or red flags for Facebook, or red flags for them? For Hannah and Matt. So, yeah, on replying to the Facebook dating. Okay, fair. Yeah, I feel like with Facebook dating, it's a little bit easier because I think
On it.
Majorson said, how many bad eggs did they encounter before they found the one?
Oh.
Someone said, I'm on it, Facebook dating and Bumble, I'd say are the best.
Interesting. I didn't even know like Facebook dating was a thing.
Oh yeah, I feel like Facebook dating is pretty legit because, like I said, you have to have like an actual Facebook, and like you can literally go and see their face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's.
But like when you say Facebook dating, you just mean like you met someone through a group on Facebook, or you met like
No.
or what? Like there's an actual
an actual like side app on the Facebook.
Oh,
And
fun.
you open it and it says like dating, and then you
We're
do
not
your
privy to it
profile.
because we're married.
Wow.
Yeah.
Send us an invite.
And we're old.
And then you open it up, and it like kind of like opens it up for you, and it's just kind of right there, and it kind of like, I think you can choose like whether or not you want to be matched up with like other people who like know the people you know or whatever. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I feel like it seems pretty legit, especially from like all the other ones, because on Facebook you can really see like just all their
Well, this
stuff.
is your profile you're using just generally, right? Like you're not creating a new profile for the purpose of dating. You're using
it's not all like shirtless pics or whatever.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's I think it's
Yeah.
the other one, Bumble, I believe that's the one where the girl has to message you guys, right? Or something like that. Hannah knows my story, but I did date a few people, a lot of weird people out there, but I honestly just felt a connection with my husband from the first conversation we had. Aww. Who is this?
This is Crystal. I do well. Yes, and I have some more stories that I will share.
Okay, then share them. I'm so like, do I want a drink? Do I not want a drink?
I don't know. I don't. Well, I'm sorry. Do you have to pee?
No, I don't. But I'm saying like, if I drink some water, I'm like, am I gonna have to pee? But like, I'm so thirsty.
Well,
and I want the tea, so give me the tea.
I'm gonna give you the tea in 1 second, but I need you to hold this because I do have to go. So I'm gonna be right back. You guys can just talk amongst yourself for 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. So, do you have stories?
I don't think I do. No.
Okay.
Do you have stories?
I probably do.
I mean, I probably do too. Once you get me started, though, but I have to.
Does it sound echoey when I do this? guys.
Yeah, I can hold on to it. He's really cute.
I know.
He's like a little guy.
I wanted pink ones, but
No?
on the first date a few years ago, this chick went into my laundry and stole my hoodie.
Yep.
I found out when she sent a video to me. So did you feel like that was a red flag that she stole your hoodie? Like, what did you feel was and what did you feel was a red flag? Like, did you feel like it was a red flag because she went into your laundry and stole your stuff, or did you actually like that hoodie? Did you feel like it was like? I don't want to answer your questions, but I'm very curious.
My first question is how long, because I understand that being a red flag depending on how long you were seeing that person too. Like if it was like
Major Sin said his red flag is my green flag. Aw, see, that's so cute. Wait, are you being serious? Because that's not cute. I'd buy so many new hoodies. See, I don't know. Like,
I think it depends on how I don't know.
Maybe she was trying to be cute.
Oh, well, see, I know what the video was. Red flag, she went into my closed room and took my stuff without my consent.
Oh.
Okay.
I could see how that would feel.
Again, how long were they dating for, right?
That's
like
true.
This was somebody that I was dating.
Green flag, she made it sexy. I love that. She made it sexy. Yes.
Well, okay,
no, but I understand. That makes sense.
No, I mean,
like if I were like, okay, if I went and took your shirt, it would be no big deal. But like if it's somebody that I don't know, have been dating for very long.
It also depends on the person too. Like I wouldn't just go into somebody's closet like because of the fact that like that's
their personal space.
Personal space, and I don't know how they feel about it. I don't know that I would care, and I might find it cute too. But I think it depends on the person. So on and so forth, right. Yeah. It also depends on again how long I've been seeing that person. If it was like somebody came over and hung out for a night with me and went into my closet, and it's like the first night that I've been hanging out with them.
That's weird.
It's a little strange.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, that's and that's fair. It's like if that person definitely doesn't want someone in their closet, I feel like that's valid. Let's see what he said. Said if it was a few months, hell, even a few weeks. In it would have been better, but the first day was wild. Oh yeah, so that's right. The first date. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, that is.
Yeah, that's a little creepy. Honestly, that is. I mean, the first day because it's like you don't even know this person. Mm-hmm. It's like, what do there could have been some other stuff. There could have been some incriminations happening. Like you don't even know this dude. Like
Ashley, what do you have in your closet?
You'd have to come and see. I don't know.
No.
There could have been tons of stuff in the like I don't know. I mean, and the fact that she did it without even him knowing, it's like, did he go to the bathroom and then she was really quick to find something? Like how did she manage to do that? That I feel like that's also a little like creepy and like invasion of privacy because you're like, hold up, how many times have you done this? You always do this on a first date too. Like that's
maybe she likes to steal men's clothing.
I mean, so did you? I'm guessing you guys. Did you ever say like, "Hey, can I have my hoodie back?" That's really crazy. Yeah, so she showed up 2 hours early. I wasn't ready. Went to take a shower and left her in the living room with the TV. It's like the naked man from How I Met Your Mother. Yes! That is the move. Also, Major Sin, have you ever tried that move? And does it work? Because it doesn't work with me. I've tried it. It doesn't always work. Although the guy said, I think 4 out of 5.
No, I
Or
haven't.
2 out of 3. I don't know.
No, I haven't.
You should. We need a test. We need open relationships. Naked men.
Wait, yeah.
Asked for the hoodie back, and she put it in the mailbox the following weekend. but I threw it out afterwards.
I probably would have too. I
Aw.
probably would have too.
I mean, fair.
You know?
I mean, she was probably like, how could you do this? All right. I want to hear the story.
What? Oh, okay. So I think this is interesting. So one person said, I dated this girl in high school I thought was too good for me, but I didn't want to break up with her. So I cheated on her and posted about it online for her to find it. She was willing, though, to look past that and give me another chance, so it backfired. I told her she needs to value herself more and broke it off. I thought that was like hilarious because it literally backfired. He like cheated on her, and then she was like, "No, that's okay. I'm still gonna be with you."
But how do you even post? Like, how did he post it online? Like,
know.
how? Like what was said?
I don't know.
Sounds like a weak man. Aww.
Sounds like a Seinfeld episode.
It sounds like I was when I was reading it, I was thinking the same thing. Like it sounds like it's like an episode of
I think
series.
I think
comedy series.
George does that, doesn't he, on Seinfeld?
Damn.
Right?
I don't remember that episode, but
with his girlfriend, she's like, no.
But okay,
I mean, there's definitely been like but that's
look,
specific.
Major Sin said, just gotta break it off for the respect.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you think that she's too good for you, you're gonna go and, I don't know, drop her down a peg? Like, I mean, not to judge this guy for what he did, but, I mean, to the viewers, it's like, I really don't feel like you... Because he did have to break up with her anyway. So it's like, what was the point of...
But he didn't think he would have to, because he figured, like, if he cheated on her, then she would end it. And that was the whole point. And then he wouldn't have to do anything.
I know, but it's like he had the balls after to break up with her, after you had, like,
well, because then he had a choice. What else was he going to do?
He's going to stay with her? I mean,
that'd be pretty messed up.
The whole problem was, like, that she was too good for him. Like, I don't even understand. How do you break? Usually you lock that down. Usually, like, oh my God, this person's too good for me. I gotta snatch that right up. I gotta marry that. Right? Am I wrong?
Well, no, he said to her, "You're too good for this. Like, you're like."
But in the beginning it said, I was with a woman that I thought was too good for me.
Oh, that he thought was too. You're right. He did say that.
So I broke up. So I cheated on her so she would break up with me. It's like, it just, I don't know.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I didn't even notice that.
But I think that's really code for, also maybe it's not just they're too good for me, but also
I don't want to be the man. I don't even want to work at it to be the man.
That doesn't make sense.
The right person,
it is self-sabotage.
Yeah. The problem I have when people waste the other's time, but just tow the other one along
till they find someone else.
Yeah.
No, that's not cool.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of that. Like, people kind of like stringing me along, or at least there was definitely one person. I don't even know how long that was for, like 2 years or something.
Mm-hmm. 2 years?
Yeah, dude. Like, just like stringing me along. And we both kind of like dated other people through it because we both knew. Oh no. Is it back? We were just talking really quickly about how there was
what's that?
Connection successful.
Did it come back on?
I think it came back on now. Okay, we back. Okay. So yeah, for like 2 years we were like friends with benefits, right? So, but I mean, I always thought it was gonna be more, just the way that he carried himself and whatever, and then after about a year, he was like, oh, this isn't, going anywhere. These were his excuses. I don't know what to offer you because I already had like a house and I was like established and I had my daughter, and he's like, I don't know what to offer you. And I was like, oh, time, you know? And then the other thing was, you're too flirty. I don't know if I could trust you. And I'm like, you mean nice? Like, I don't know.
You're
Like,
what do you?
that's just how I am. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah.
Like, if I'm comfortable with people, like I'll say a joke or
Right,
whatever.
that's who you are.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's hold on.
Red flag, yeah, all the red flags. I mean, it ended up being good because that person didn't he would say he liked me the way I was, but kind of didn't. Like, he didn't really accept the fact that, you know, my family, he wasn't really into the fact that, like, I guess I was like, I don't want to say damaged because he I don't know, I don't even remember what all the conversation, like, we used to have so many deep conversations, and basically kind of in his world, I think I was like so damaged because of all the trauma that I had been through, you know, I like some of you guys know, and I don't think that fit into like his perfect world. Like, he's one of those people who it's like, you know, he has like I think it's white collar jobs, you know, where it's like they're kind of fancy, right? Like, is that what they call it? Like the white collar or whatever?
Well, I mean, what did he do? Like,
Yeah.
Well, I can't divulge what he does because
okay.
you know what I mean.
Sorry, yeah. Okay.
So,
okay.
you know, he made like a decent amount of money, and like my
Yeah,
parents
probably
wanted
white
me
collar.
to, like, not my parents, but like my mom and whatever, like, she was like, oh yeah, this type of person, definitely the type of person you should be with. And I think that's kind of like what held me on to the idea of like, oh, I have to make this person kind of like fall in love with me, right? Because it's like, that's the kind of person I need to marry. The person makes good money, you know, the person has like a good family, blah blah blah. And sometimes I think, even though you think you're doing something right by telling that person, oh yeah, I'm gonna encourage you, you definitely should be with, you know, that person, but it's like you're almost um like you're tampering with it. Like, I don't know how to explain it, you know, because she told me that, and I think I just took it too literal, like, oh no, I have to make this work, right? And then after not being with that person, and, you know, being with a different person, you really see how many red flags those were. It's like, you're like, whoa, you were scared, someone was not. Like, you really start to see it, I think, when, you know, maybe when you're even dating someone else. That's what happened to me. I started dating someone else, and I was like, wow, you're actually really strong. Like, you may not come from money, but holy crap, like, you're so much stronger, you know, in that sense. And it's like, you accept me, and you don't think that my damaged, like, life or whatever is too much for you to handle. You know what I mean? Like, they accepted everything, you know, and that's my partner now. And it's like that. It was, I don't have to change. I don't have to, you know, change for the better, right? You know, you can always like change and grow, but I didn't have to pretend to be something I wasn't. I didn't have to pretend to be uptight. I didn't have to pretend to be like, you know,
You didn't have to fit.
yeah. Yes.
Well, that's with any relationship, right? And we've talked about this before too. Friendships too.
Yeah.
You don't want to you want to be yourself and be accepted for who you are, and that's what makes a healthy, or part of what makes a healthy relationship, right?
Yeah. And I think that's sometimes a little bit of, or maybe a lot of the issues when you're dating, right? Like, when you're first dating and you're kind of like, oh well, I don't want this person to know I'm like crazy, or I don't want this person to know, like, you know, all of my things or whatever. Well, you guys are gonna have to share your stories. You know, it's like, how do you know? Like, when do you start sharing all the things? Like, but also lying. Like a lot of people.
I was in it too deep. That's when I found out how crazy she was.
It's like, all, you know, a lot of people, I
Shut up, Matt.
I feel like they do a lot of lying. They do a lot of like, oh well, I'm not like this. You know, it's like, I started to even change how I dressed.
It's about being vulnerable in front
Right.
of people, right? It goes back to the whole thing is we don't feel like we can be vulnerable in front of people, and especially within the society that we live in, people or things are so cutthroat too that like you have to be vulnerable.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
you know, or you have to keep yourself right, like guarded and not be vulnerable in front of people. And so to finally let your guard down and be vulnerable in front of somebody is
Takes
really
a
hard.
second.
You know,
Yeah.
and you have to find somebody who you know accepts you for who you are, and then you can start to kind of you know unlayer.
Yeah,
Or
it's like
unravel.
if you could just like have everything tattooed, it's like, oh, these are all the things wrong with me,
These
but
are all
here
my
all
issues.
but here are all the good things too. Like we're you know, it's like how do you know? I feel like look, you know, one of our viewers like Major Sin said, oh, you know, one person's red flag was my green flag. You know, it's like everyone there's a fit for everyone. What do you mean?
Well, there's some red flags that I would say if that
Are
is
like-
your
are-
red flag,
yeah.
then you need to see
like if
somebody.
they don't
Therapy.
like if they don't let you sing in your own car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be one.
And
Yeah.
Can't
we
sing.
just brought that full circle.
Full
Hey!
circle is the beginning and now yeah. All
We
right.
did.
Tell us.
Okay, I haven't. So, okay, this one is intense. So, this is a story, and let me see if I can like get it right because again, I'm like I was listening to a lot of these, so I'm trying to like read.
And you weren't taking notes? Where's your book?
Yeah, I know. I'm a terrible person. I need to take notes today. Next time I will do better.
Didn't I give you something for
No,
your
I
book?
like got these stories like an hour or two before you came over. So
Touching me. Red flag.
So okay. Or I listened to them an hour or two before he came over. So this one is a female who was she was very young when she got married. And this is now her ex-husband. They lived together and for a while and came from another country and came here. And then her sister moved in with them from that other country because that was a place for her to live, I guess. And they had space, so she moved in with them. And then eventually, like, I don't know how long after that, she ended up moving back to their country of origin, like where they were from.
The
sister did.
Oh,
the couple
sister.
stayed here, and the my friend who told me the story about herself was saying that she was asking her sister to send over some stuff to them from that country that they couldn't get here, but that they could only get there. And the sister was like, yeah, okay, fine. I'll send stuff to you, but I'm not sending stuff for your husband. Like, I don't want to like give him stuff.
What?
And she was like, that's weird. Like, why don't you want to? And I guess through conversations with her with this friend's father, the father was with them also, like of my friend and her sister, right? The father was there, and the sister called their father, or the father called their sister, I'm sorry.
That's
this
like
is very confusing. The father called the sister and was like, what the hell is going on? Like, why don't you want to give send stuff for
the
husbands and only for her? And she was basically like, because he was like sexually not abusing, but like was like inappropriate and like making comments and like being forward with the sister while she was living in the house. And that was going on for a very long time, not just when they were living in the house, but also before, when they were all in their own country together and they all knew each other. Yeah.
What? And even before they got married though, too?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, see, this is what I'm saying. It's like, why wouldn't
I believe
you?
so.
But it's like, why wouldn't you tell your sister?
There it is. And so from the get-go. And so that's why, so the friend who told me this story about herself was questioning that. She's like, why wouldn't you? She was very upset that her sister wouldn't come to her. Why wouldn't you tell me that? And she also felt it was really suspect, which I agree that her sister still wanted to move in with them, even though that was going on before. So she feels that perhaps there was something more going on between her husbands. So that's pretty sorted, I feel.
Yeah, that seems a little suspicious.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too.
It's like, honestly, because I mean, I understand, like, sometimes they say, like, oh, don't kill the messenger through, like, stories, but I feel like that's a really big thing. Like, it's like, if, even if you don't believe me, I'm gonna be like, hey, your fiance, boyfriend, whatever, made a pass at me. Or even when they were living at, after whatever, like, as soon as it happened, I would have been like,
well, yeah, as soon as it happened, I feel like she should have said something. What happened? Did you do it again?
Yeah.
Ugh. Why are you doing that?
I don't know.
Are we offline?
Are we offline, or are we just like the video's not there?
I think the video.
And look, the chat keeps like reconnecting too.
Yeah.
It's
okay. We're back. We're back.
Because
we're trying. Yeah. Now we're gonna pay attention to see like when we're back. Okay. Reconnection successful. Yeah. I feel like if you have at least even like a smidgen of doubt, I feel like you should tell someone. Or like, even if in that place it wasn't even doubt, it was like actual fact. But it's like, I feel like you owe the person to let them know, like, hey, this is the type of person that you're with.
I completely agree with you, but I do find it interesting that as a culture, it's something that we watch on TV all the time. It's something that we've written plays about for ages and ages and ages. It's clearly something that it's a problem that has happened. You know what I mean? Like, it's conflict that is not something we've learned. And I wonder why. Like, what is it about those moments that we continue to repeat? Do you know what I mean? Like, where we don't tell the friend, we don't tell, like, we let things build and we don't communicate, right? And I guess maybe in essence, right, again, it is all about communication, right? It is all about opening communication and not being scared of that communication.
All right, well, there's a fear of what the other person's reaction is going to be.
Right. So, and I don't know, I don't know these people, but I would just say that, like, right, that sister might have been terrified to say something to her sister, and maybe was scared that her sister was going to, feel that something was happening because of that.
For sure, but again, why did she want to move in with her?
Yeah, well, no,
or them?
And then that's
if
also
like
weird,
it was so uncomfortable for her.
Exactly.
That's weird.
I would not have wanted to put myself in that position.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like it's like if it would have just been like, okay, nothing's happening. This guy came on to me, but I don't know if my sister's gonna slut shame me or something like that.
But it's also weird that it came out after she had moved in too. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
after she had moved in and then moved out, and then
said like, oh, this has been happening all this time, and then didn't even say anything. It was more like she was forced to say something.
Well, she kind of forced herself to say it though, by being like, I'm not going to do anything for your husband.
Right.
Yeah,
that's
kind of
true.
like you're asking me to ask you what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like,
think about it that way, but that's true.
It's almost kind of like she did it out of spite. Like, maybe they were going to be together, and then he was like, oh no, we're not going to be together.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or it just fell out of whatever,
Yeah. Why is it connecting to the chat?
I don't know, and it's like the viewers keep going up and down, so I don't even know if they can. I don't know if they can even write in anymore, or like,
I think so.
It just stopped. I don't know.
Okay, it disconnected again, but we're back. It's so
today.
Happening? It's like I think it resets every time it reconnects. Okay. That's so ridiculous. It's like today has just been. I feel like today is like the best episode, and it's like, nah,
I know. It's like
nah. You're like, no.
Rude.
Yeah. They're like, you're talking about some good shit on here.
We're gonna make it stop. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's that was a ducked up story though.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, there's so many, right? Of like, oh, the with the sister, with the this, with the that. I'm just like,
Well, and follow up question: is this person still with? Did you
no,
say
she said X.
No.
that? X.
X.
Okay,
X,
so
yeah.
good. So
No, this
red
person is
flag,
now-
Red
and
flag.
then,
This person is
good.
happily married now and has moved on.
Good
Yeah.
good for her.
So
Yeah.
yes, recognized that and was like, nope.
I mean, this I've been like, Psh, you're. But do they talk with the sister though? I mean, that's
No.
She doesn't talk to her sister.
No.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
But good for her.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like I
for-
probably would put up that boundary too, because I would
Yeah.
be too suspicious
Yeah.
and feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's you can't be, you have to be somewhat vulnerable with family, and that's you're
Yeah.
not able to be vulnerable with family if something like that happens. That's put up boundaries.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I think we can wrap it up with like talking about you guys a little bit, right?
Haven't
And
we said enough about us?
no, you guys
about
didn't
it.
even talk about. Didn't you think he was gay and all that, right?
Oh God.
We gotta talk about that.
Well, no, she didn't. Well, I don't
didn't?
know. Actually, I don't know.
I
if you
didn't?
I don't know if you did or not, but I think
I didn't.
I talk with my hands. What do you want from me?
Oh no, you're just. Are you Italian or no?
Not.
You're
No,
not. Okay,
Not
so
at
see,
all.
only Italians are the ones who like talk with their hands. So if you're over here saying like you're not, you don't. That's what they say. Listen, one time I was giving some like speech in history, and my history teacher asked me, she's like, "Are you Italian?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "Because Italians are the ones who really talk with their hands." Red flag for being
Because it's
Italian?
For the professor.
The history teacher.
Yeah,
Oh.
for saying that. I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
A lot of people talk with their hands.
Yeah.
But I guess like the idea that they're like
The theater kid definitely isn't gay. I mean,
Oh man.
and there it is.
Yeah.
and there it is.
Listen, no, he like knew way too many show tunes for me to think he was
No, what are you
straight.
talking about? You didn't hear me sing show
Matt
tunes
Black.
until later on in our relationship
Matt
because I can't sing.
I remember a specific conversation we had
Yeah.
outside of a bar
Yeah.
whereby you revealed
Uh-huh.
all of the show tunes you knew and
Okay.
all of the
Was this before you guys were before you guys
No,
were
so
together, or like?
we were set up. It was funny. There was a girl I was seeing who didn't want to see me anymore, and so
she was basically trying to pawn him off on me.
and she invited
She was your
me-
friend?
Yeah.
Well, she was my friend, but she was in a relationship and she was cheating on her boyfriend with him. And
Were you
she-
guys active?
And she felt
What do you mean?
Like, if you were her friend, I don't know. See,
I wasn't seeing him yet.
No, but I'm saying like, see, I wouldn't want to see a friend that another friend is like seeing,
No,
like
we weren't-
sexually active.
We
with.
weren't seeing each other
No,
anymore.
They weren't anymore. Like, or rather, like,
She was trying to pawn me off on her because I was in not the greatest of places. I had just gotten out of a very long relationship, and I was a little, I was, out and about and
Sowing your seed.
no, not so much sowing my seed, but
I
was
think
a
she
little-
genuinely thought that we would like each
Yeah,
other. Like,
I
I
think
don't
I
think it
was-
was like,
She also just didn't want, I was somebody that she had seen, a while back.
right.
And I had given her a call, and we hung out a couple more times, and she was kind of like, "Yeah,
Not into
yeah,
it.
exactly," and that's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
And so she invited me to a party that I was not invited to.
My birthday party.
And
And I had no interest in him whatsoever.
yeah,
Like absolutely nothing. I was like,
which was fun.
not because like I just it was I had just gotten out.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
both had just gotten out of 5-year relationships, with our respective Chris's.
Yeah, both of our exes are named Chris.
With a K.
They had their
Really?
birthdays were a
Christina
day,
and Chris. No,
and they
seriously.
were both their
birthdays are a day apart.
And they lived
Yeah.
about 10 blocks away from
Yeah.
each other.
Kind of creepy.
It's very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I was invited to the birthday party. I got there. I was introduced to Hannah. Hannah kind of looked through me and
That's accurate.
went to go dance with a friend. And I sat with her best friend for like an hour, and the two of us had nothing in common. Who actually, her and I, we get along.
You
famously.
do now.
And not that we didn't then, but there was just no, like, we were like, you know, it was one of those moments where we were sitting there. It's like, so, what do you do for a living? I do this. Oh. Okay, what do you do? I do this. Oh.
Yeah.
And we just like sat there,
Right.
and we like chatted for a few minutes, and then I was like, you know, I'm gonna go home. And she was like, cool. And then I just got on the train and I went home, and it was fine. Like I had come off of like a 16-hour day, you know, shift at work, and I was tired. I wasn't really looking for anything at that point. Anyway, I really just kind of wanted to go home, so I went home. And about like a week or two later, I went out to meet our mutual friend, and she was just finishing up dinner with Hannah, and I got there a little bit early with my cousin, and we were sitting there.
Oh my god.
And Hannah and I just kept kind of dishing it back and forth with each other. We were just,
We just clicked.
yeah, just like we were just having a good time, just kind of flirting with each other.
But I was
Flirting?
Yeah, it was.
Dishing it out is flirting?
Yeah, we were like,
We're
you know,
old, remember?
We were quipping with each other. It was just, it was quipping.
What the heck
You know.
Quipping? Oh my gosh.
I don't
continue.
remember what the conversation was, but all I know is she was finishing, you know, sentences of mine or whatever.
It was easy.
It was easy.
It was
And
easy.
she actually was meeting somebody there
On a date?
for a date, and she ended up inviting me on the date with this guy, which I feel really bad for the guy because he was really,
Hold on.
really.
Is it disconnected again? No.
Okay, I think it's connected again. All right,
God.
go ahead. So she went on.
She,
So
I had a date.
you had a date, and then
I was having a really good time with him.
and you invited him on the date. Okay.
kind of. I
Kind
mean,
of.
This other guy that had a friend with him,
Yeah.
so
What?
it was weird. It was, you know,
So weird.
So the six of us went across the street to this other bar, and the guy
Because
she
his
was
cousin
supposed
was
to be,
still there.
yeah, this guy that she was supposed to be on the date with was really heavy-handed and like was clearly like trying to like get in between the two of us, and I wasn't trying to step on anybody's toes.
No.
They had a date, that was fine. I was like, okay, whatever. And she was like, hey, you want to, you know, come outside with me and hang for a sec? And
I was like
so-
super not really interested in the
Yeah.
other guy, and I was having a really good time with Matt. So I was kind of
Oh
like,
my
how do I
God.
like finagle my way out of this date and actually get to hang out with him
Yeah.
instead? Like it was pretty awful.
And then we were outside just talking, and I think I was probably talking about show tunes because
You were.
my hands were all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, I looked
And
at
our
her,
theater
I looked
teacher,
at her.
or my theater.
Oh, right. Because
Well,
we
we
also went to
we
the,
also went to the same
graduated at
school
the
and
same
graduated the
time.
same year, and we didn't know each other.
Um,
We had a lot of mutual friends.
yeah. Well,
Not a
few,
lot,
not
but like a
lot.
few. Yeah. But we did not know each
As
other.
I was, you know, like talking and whatever, I realized that I was talking like this, and I looked at her and went, "You know, I'm not gay, right?" And so now in her phone,
Should I show it?
You
to
still have
oh
that?
yeah, no, she refuses to get rid of it because she thinks it's a.
I think
it's
it'll.
bad
I
luck.
think it's like going to be bad luck, and something bad will happen to our relationship.
So in her phone,
What?
I am not listed as Matt. I am listed as I'm not gay.
I don't want to like show his phone number or anything, right?
I mean, I don't
It
think-
just
It
says
doesn't.
I'm not
Wait,
gay.
Can I just show it to the? How do I show it? Is it
the
gonna?
camera's up there.
Where's the camera?
That's it.
No, but it'll.
Here,
Here, you
let
take
me
it.
see. Just so you guys see this. Can they see it?
I don't know. You have to hold. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. It's good.
And 20 years later, we have 2 kids. And
Happily ever
I
after.
think that should be the screenshot for this episode.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gay.
Not gay.
Clearly.
Well, I think that's cool. I think that's a sweet story. It's like,
and well, I mean, and to go back to what we talked about before, I think at first we really were just hanging out because we were having a good time together,
Yeah.
and there was no pressure. We really didn't think we were gonna end up together, and it just was like, hey, what are you doing on Friday?
Right.
Oh,
so you guys like took each other's
Wasn't
numbers
exactly like that.
after, or
I don't know what that means, but
Well, no, I mean, like, you think you were so like nonchalant and like whatever, but you were definitely like texting and calling and things a lot.
well, because you were fun. I had a good time with you. And there was a moment when you were going. I think that after the first summer that we were together, and again, we weren't actually a couple yet. We were just kind of seeing
We
each
were
other.
seeing each other for a
Yeah.
while. Like we didn't
Um,
make it official
She
for a
went
long time.
to
Wow.
Iceland, and I thought that was it. I thought like she went off to
So
Iceland for like
funny
2 weeks.
that you thought that.
And when she was leaving, I was like, yeah, that's it.
Like,
She's gonna come back from
never
Iceland.
gonna see me.
and, that's done.
Well,
you know.
why would you think that?
Because it's like I don't know, I've had a lot of experiences. Maybe not at this point because I've been with you for 20
I was
years,
gonna say, how many
but I
experiences
had
could you have
experience
had?
before that where I would be dating somebody who I was really excited by, and they would go on a trip, and it would be like a life-changing trip, and then they would come back and the relationship would be done.
oh,
You know what I mean? And that's fine, right? Like
Well,
that,
but
that
that's
is what
like
it
part
is.
of
It's,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's like, so I was just kind of like had convinced myself like, cool, that was fun, and that was that. Oh well, I was sad about it, and then you came back, and
And it was not that.
not the case.
and you still wanted to see him.
You did.
Look
It's a sucker.
at you,
For,
cute
for the
cheeks.
not gay. For the I'm
you were,
not gay.
You were a sucker for
Right.
The jazz
For the
hands.
jazz hands.
Yeah.
The jazz
Big
hands
time.
must
Wait,
have been
is that-
doing something. That's not a red
Well,
flag.
well.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, chat,
Mm-hmm.
we love you. We had an awesome time today. We will keep you guys posted on what our next episode will be. We have no idea what that will be.
No, not yet.
But we'll see you in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideas
Good
can be thrown our way too.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
we have a website. We love hearing about your ideas.
Mhm.
So let us know. Good night. Thank you again, Matt, guest star, Hannah, Ashley. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's,
Yeah.